Hi, I'm Jerry Springer. If you allow your daughter to dress like this when she's 5 or 6 or even 10 years old, what's going to happen when she's a teenager? Well, today you're going to meet a mom who says young and sexy is okay for her little girl, even at the age of 2. And you'll meet others, including one dad and a grandmother who say little girls should dress like little girls or there'll be big trouble later on. What's a parent to do? We'll find out. Please stay with us. I'd like you to meet Kiva. She says she can't resist buying grown-up clothes for her 2-year-old daughter, Kanisha. But her daughter's godmother, also named Kiva, says she's appalled at the things this child wears. Kiva, tell us what kind of things do you dress your daughter in?
Well, I dress her in bell-bottoms, jeans, Daisy Dukes, tube tops, bra shirts, clogs, heels, anything that's...
And I didn't get it wrong. She's 2 years old.
She's 2.
2 years old. Well, I tell you what, before we go any further, let's bring her out so that people can see what some of this clothing looks like on a 2-year-old. Okay, let's bring her out now. 2-year-old Kanisha. Oh, hi, Kanisha. Why don't I help her up here? Will she take my hand? Hi, Kanisha.
She can't even walk.
Just now, come on, let's go down here. How about a nice and look at this beautiful little girl. Walk with me here. We're gonna walk down here. There you go. Okay, now we're gonna go and sit right next to Mom, okay? Well, I tell you, nice shoes. Okay, let's get the shoe on. That's just the shoe on. There you go. And we'll put that on the foot. Okay. That, we can all say very easily, is an adorable, adorable little girl. That's not an issue. Hi. Okay. But the question that, and I'm going to put to Godmother, is there's a gorgeous little girl dressed up, admittedly not like a 2-year-old. What's wrong with that?
You saw her about break her neck when she came out here. I don't think it's right because she's 2 years old. And she's young. I know it's out there. I have 3 little girls of my own, but her time will come for this. Right now, she's too young for this.
Mom, you gotta admit that that's pretty young for 2 years old. I mean, shouldn't she be dressing as a toddler? Shouldn't she be dressing as a kid that can play around in the mud, that can get it dirty? That...
Yes.
What do you think?
They make it her size. They make it, I buy it. Sometimes we dress just alike. Daisy Dukes, tube tops, clogs, anything.
Are you worried?
But she don't know anything about it.
Yeah, in other words, aren't you using her then just to satisfy your own kind of, boy, I want my kid to look like this because I like people to look at my kid because that says I'm okay and I'm a cool mom. But aren't you just using her then?
No. No, I'm not. It's okay to me.
Okay.
It looks nice.
It looks beautiful.
It looks beautiful. It does.
Is there a problem, let's say, when she gets older, the lesson she might now be getting, I bet you when she walks in the mall, everyone's going up to her and saying, just as I did when she came up here, you are just the cutest little thing, you are gorgeous, you are wonderful, all these positive strokes. So she's, yeah. And you see that? She starts to respond because she now knows that if I wear this clothing, I'm okay. If I look good, I'm okay. And isn't that the problem with so much of our society that we say to young girls who then become young women, who then become women, you are okay if you look good. You are okay, woman, if you dress well. You are okay, woman, if you're sexy.
No, she doesn't. I don't dress her like that always.
Okay.
This is not always.
Yes.
I love her. She looks great.
She does.
She's going to grow up. She's going to be a good dresser. She's going to be smart. She's going to be intelligent. You can see it. And another thing is, how would you like if she came out with baggy, torn jeans, raggy looking? She's great. Terrific.
Okay? Yes.
Well, there are other concepts, though, that
Yes.
do you teach her that no matter what she wears, she's a person and she's
Yes.
good, you know, no matter what. She don't have to have on just that. Regardless if she does have on that raggedy jeans, she's special. Do you teach her that?
Yes, I do.
Yes. Okay.
I still think that, you know, she could get in a lot of trouble like this walking up and down the streets nowadays, especially in her future.
Yeah.
How do you feel about her wearing Daisy Dukes at the age of 6, walking around certain kinds of neighborhoods?
When she turns 6 if they make it her size.
Do you worry that, you know, obviously at 2 years old, she's not going to be walking around alone any place that you're not
No,
there.
she's
Right, I
not.
understand that. But when she gets older, do you worry that if she starts really dressing at a young age, real sexy looking or whatever, that the wrong message goes out?
No. No, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I want to know, what do you do for a living that you could afford all this? She's wearing like a lot of gold, and the clothes you're talking about cost a lot of money.
I works with the state of Florida.
You what?
I work with the state of
Oh,
Florida.
I see. What are, just so, because I don't know much about this. Hi, want to dance? What about, what about Daisy Dukes? What are Daisy Dukes?
Shorts,
They're short.
Shorts.
They're short shorts?
She's too
Yeah.
young for that.
Hi. You are just, I mean, you know, it's hard to have a serious discussion about it because I'm looking at this girl and I admit you are just raising the gorgeous little girl here. Oh, are you going to fall? I'm just going to feel so bad about it. Somebody else have a... Okay, you go back to your seat now because I'm going to ask some more questions, okay? All right, yes.
Yeah, I want to know, don't kids have the right to have a childhood? And when they think they're growing up too soon, they should have a childhood? This makes her seem older than she should be.
No, this is occasion. I don't dress her like that all the time.
Yeah,
This is sometime, not all the time.
Okay, so that point is, you're making that point a lot.
Yes,
that this is just an occasional. But is there any concern that you have about getting the... She is just following... I think you like my suit, let's be honest. Isn't that it? Okay, I got a question up here. Go ahead. Yes.
Hi, Jared. To the mother, I think she's gorgeous, and, you know, you obviously have class and taste. But one thing really bugs me, I mean, don't you worry about all the sick perverts that are out there that would look at
that's what
something
I'm
like this and tempt them to kidnap her or, you know, abuse her that way? You know what I'm saying?
Well, when we're out dressed like that, I don't let her loose and just run. Of course, I know it's...
Well, he's saying when she's older, if this continues?
No, I'm not afraid of it. No.
Okay. And next, a grandmother who says her 5- and 6-year-old granddaughters are headed for trouble because they dress like teenagers. Stay with us. Welcome back. We're talking about how mothers dress their young daughters and whether or not it has any lasting effect on the child. Now, like a lot of mothers, Wynonna Connolly is very proud of her daughters, 5-year-old Ashley and 6-year-old Brandis. And she says she purposely dresses them in clothes that make them look older. She thinks it's cute. But her mother, Yvonne, says the girls are learning some dangerous lessons. Now, before we hear why, let's meet 5-year-old Ashley and 6-year-old Brandis. All right. Hi, girls. Thanks for being on. You both look adorable. Let me go to Grandma. What's wrong with the way they look?
They're not little girls. They're dressed like teenagers, and they have a long ways to go before they become a teenager. I've raised 9 kids. I've raised 5 girls, and I have 23 grandkids. And out of the 23 grandkids, I think I've got 14 granddaughters. And
Yeah.
I'd have to sit down and count them. But the way the society is today and the problems that the kids are having today, we don't need to encourage them to be more than what they are.
Mom, why not let them be kids now? I mean, there's going to come a time when they're going to spend lots of time in front of the mirror, lots of time going shopping at the malls or whatever. At this age, should they be dressing like this?
They're just clothes. Little kids' clothes.
But they're too young for it.
No.
Well, it's not just the clothing.
Too young.
It's, I'm taking a look at the gorgeous hairstyles.
It's just hair.
But she's developing that.
I'll be honest, I don't remember in the how old are they? 5 and 6, first and second grade.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember the girls looking like that in the first and second grade. Well, there was this one, but I don't remember them. What?
My girls like this, and this is what I do. They want to put this on, and I put it on them. They pick it out of the store, I let them wear it.
Okay, with us here is, if you stand please, this is Carol Seefeld.
Yes, I'm Dr. Seefeld.
I sense discomfort in the audience, and I sense discomfort myself, looking at these kids and saying, gosh, they look great, but they're only children.
They're adorable. And this is all about dressing up and playing dress up and dressing up those adorable children.
Let's say these kids get great reception in school. I mean, the boys are looking at them and saying, wow, there's something like that.
5-year-old, 6-year-old boys don't have a clue,
but
so don't worry about that.
But what is the reaction? Let me ask, and if the girls will answer, or maybe Mom will, what is the reaction of the other kids in school?
They watch Brandis, watch what Brandis has on. She's still a tomboy. She's just dressed like this. She swing her hair and wants makeup on. I didn't put makeup on her.
But she's been home. She's come home from school a couple of times and said, I don't have any friends. They won't play with me.
And why not?
Because of her attitude. And it's just the way she dressed, because she thinks she's better. She thinks she looks better than everybody else.
How do you respond to that?
I would say 5- and 6-year-olds have a dress-up box. Play dress-up. They're playing dress-up. They like to play dress-up.
They play dress-up 24 hours a day.
Okay, she's saying all the time.
There's a time for, we're only making believe, is what the children say. We're dressing up as if we were Mommy. We're dressing up as if we were my godmother. We're dressing up as if we were Auntie.
Okay, but Mom is saying, what Grandma is saying is that the kids always dress like this. Is that right, Mom?
Yeah.
Well,
it's just clothes.
Okay, that's your value. That's your choice. That's your value. But remember that children are excellent, outstanding learning machines, and they learn everything we teach them.
Yes. Okay.
You know, I think that for right now, that let them dress like that, they're going to grow up like the grandmother says. They have an attitude about them in school. And they're going to grow up thinking that they're special because they dress up.
Well, they just hang around different people at school.
Well, what do you mean? In other words, they should just hang around people that dress really well?
If they want to.
No. They should be dressed. They should be dressed comfortable. And when they...
One at a time. Go ahead.
It depends on how your home training is when they get to school. It's not all about going to the school. Just because they have on certain clothing, they're not going to have certain friends. It's just how they home, how they come out their home.
No. They should be dressed comfortable so when they go to school, they can play. A lot of the clothes they wear, they can't play in them.
Jerry, I agree with the grandmother. I think that I was paying attention when the girls were coming out, and they really are cute. But I was also paying attention to the boy in the first row who's looking at me right now. And he was looking at their legs. And if the mother says she dresses these girls the way she does during school hours, how can they concentrate? How can they keep their mind on the books? And I mean, I have nothing against them looking the way they do, but there's a time and a place. And that little boy...
Well, I don't want to... Yeah, I'm not going to put the little boy... I'm not going to put the boy in this. Don't worry, kid. You're all right. I mean, that's the last thing he wants is to be on national television. Yeah. I tell you what, coming up next, we're going to meet the parents of a 10-year-old girl who just can't agree on how she should dress. Stay with us. Hi, I'm Jerry Springer. Do you know a man who won't date a woman with children? Call us at 1-800-29-JERRY and tell us about it. Welcome back. I'm Jerry Springer. You know, I remember when my daughter started to become more interested in her clothes and how she looked, and I felt kind of funny knowing that my little girl was growing up. But I can only imagine how Brian Trench feels. His 10-year-old daughter, Melanie, doesn't want to dress the way he says a 10-year-old should dress. Brian, how should a 10-year-old dress?
First, I'd like to thank you for having me come out here because I'm going to tear this up.
All right.
You have a lot of questions out here.
The chairs, by the way, are bolted down, so just...
That's good. Well,
Go
we
ahead.
don't need no broken noses. But you had good questions out here of children dressing up over what they should not be dressed as. I'm saying as she's got skirts on, pants tight to the gills, hair blowing all over the place. You know, she's 10, and somebody said out in the audience, what are you going to worry about later down in life if she's dressing that way? Wrong signals. Yes, I feel that way. It can happen. I don't want it to happen. I also have her going to a Catholic school. That's not adding much to it, but I'm trying to bring her down to senses.
Now, your daughter is 10.
Correct.
And how does she dress?
Outrageous. If she comes out here, I'm going to tell you something.
Well, why don't we bring her out now?
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
And bring her, well, we don't have a band or anything. Okay, here is Brian's daughter, Melanie. Let's bring her on out. Okay. All right. Very nice.
No, it ain't. I walked in the hotel room. I seen that on her. I had a fit. Yes, I did. That's too tight. That's not my style.
Okay. And there are some that are going to say, come on, Dad, this is the 90s. Kids like to dress up like that. And you're saying...
Go pound salt. I don't care. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And why not? Why don't you want your daughter to dress like that?
Because where's her childhood? Now is her time. Yeah. You start having her dress up now as 16, 17, 18. She hasn't even lived her life yet.
And she's getting to the point where it's getting into the danger age. For example, it's one thing to say, well, she's 2 years old and it's cute, but, you know, no one really is going to take her as a sex object at 2 years old. But when you're 10 years old and looking the way you do, you could be 12, you could be 13, and a boy at 12 and a boy at 13, the hormones are raging, and all of a sudden it's not a funny subject anymore.
Thank you, Jerry. What did he do
We're
with the girls'
picking on this poor fella. Leave him alone. You're fine. You're fine. This poor guy, he comes to a show and everyone... Yes.
Yeah. I would like to ask a question to the one at the end and her in the middle. What do the fathers say? I mean, how do they react? I mean...
Well, her father is nowhere around. I'm her father and her mother.
And,
so
her father's there with her every day, and some outfits he don't like, but what can he say? I dress her.
Well,
he helps buy the clothes.
But you're the one in charge of what she wears.
Yeah. Doesn't he comment on anything? Like, you know, my daughter looks like this, you know, she looks like some girl in the corner, you know, nothing like that?
No, he don't say all that.
I'm the only one that says that.
Because see this, when she gets 18, then she'll have her choice of what she wants to wear.
And if she want to wear Daisy Dukes when she gets 18, she can wear her to wear.
Okay, Melanie, let's ask Melanie. How do you feel wearing what you're wearing? Tell me what the reaction is in school.
Well, we have to wear uniforms, so most of the days we can wear jeans but no shorts, but I usually wear baggy jeans like my dad wants me to.
Okay. But when you're not in school and you're just hanging out in the neighborhood, you like dressing like this. You get a lot of attention from the boys?
No. There's no boys on our street except him.
You know what? Stand. I tell you, this show, everybody's picking on you. What's your name?
Ryan Tench.
Hi, Ryan.
Oh, my sister.
The sister.
Yeah.
Hey, all right. What do you think about sis dressing like that? It's fine. Does she get teased by the other kids in the neighborhood? Do they say anything? God, she dresses, she dresses like she's 16, 17 years old. Do you hear anything about it?
No.
So it seems to be okay, Dad?
Jerry, she went through beauty contests. I had to deal with that then. They were making her look at the age of 7 to 8 of 12 to 15. and that's what they wanted. They were dressing her that way. I did not approve of it, number one, and I think that's where she got her attitude of dressing the way, playing the part.
Why do you dress like you look great, but why do you dress like that?
Because I like the clothes that, like this. I like them tight because all my friends wear them tight, and I just want to join in. He wants me to wear baggy pants. If they wear baggy pants, I wear baggy pants.
Jerry, I had a full hair of hair. So she came along. It started with this, you know, I'm saying, you know, it's.
You must have really been upset for a long time. Go ahead.
It's a lot of things. It's a combination of probably a school of not letting them wear the clothes they want to, and it comes out in them later when they come home. They want to wear anything flashy to draw attention. I can understand that, but I wouldn't let it go any further than my house.
I don't really think that it matters on how they dress when they're 2 and 5 and 6. Well, teenagers are going to wear what they want to wear. I don't think that this really matters at all.
But they're at the age now where they can't make a decision for themselves.
Not only that, what if it comes down to a point of they start dating? They're wearing these kind of clothes at this age. They go on a date at 14, 15, 16, and they're looking like 18, 19, and that sends a wrong message. I can even go as far as, I hate to say it, is if they go into rape. Because if you're sending the wrong message, the wrong signal, into a girl going in a guy's car, going somewhere, what's he thinking the way she's dressing at that age?
Does your point of view win out at home?
No.
No.
And that's true, because mom says, leave her alone, she's going to dress like that?
No, it comes down to a little argument, you know, to where I have most say, not most, half.
She's watching the show, careful.
But that's, you know, there's some say in it.
Okay.
Well, it's quite obvious that you're teaching them to gain attention for all the wrong reasons. What are you going to say to them when they're 13, 14 years old and the attention for dressing that way is gone? What do you expect them to do then?
Just to be herself. Just wear what's in style then.
But they're going to be used to what they're wearing now. That's all. They go to a shopping mall, that's all they're going to know to pick up.
Why is it so? You seem the strongest on this in terms of, because from mom here we're getting, well, she doesn't do it all the time. But you're saying this is absolutely fine. Wear the best you can wear, as long as you can wear it. Do you see any negatives in this at all? Are you at all concerned that if this continues, there'll be no end to what she wants to look like?
No.
Yes.
No.
Is there anything you would...
Once they get 15, 16, 17, they pick out their own clothes. Right now, they're 5 and 6. I pick out their clothes. I spend my money. I buy what I want to buy. I put on what I want to put on them. What she buy for them, they put on.
But aren't you worried that...
They look like a little girl then. They just look like a little girl then.
Okay, but she's your daughter. She's not your toy. And what I mean by that is you get great satisfaction out of having her dressed like that, but that could be the wrong lesson in life. That when she gets older, she's going to think that she's got to wear the right clothing in order to look good.
If she got the money, then when she get older, she can wear them.
And what if she doesn't have the money?
Come get it from me. I'll buy them for her.
Well, let's deal with that question for a second, because it's a serious. I'll tell you. When I was broadcasting newscasts, there were not a few times that I would do news stories about teenagers in our local high schools that were literally being shot because they didn't have the sneakers that were in. They didn't have the jackets that were cool, or the designer jeans, or whatever it was. Literally, this got to be so important to young people, the kind of clothing they wore, that they would actually kill each other for it. I'm not making this up. These are real-life stories. And I guess my question is why this becomes an important issue. If you start teaching a 6-year-old that you're wonderful, darling, because what you're wearing, this is a designer outfit, this is an expensive piece, or this expensive piece of clothing, or it looks great, clothing. One day you may not have the money. What are they going to do then?
Go out and get it from someone.
Go out and get it from somebody else.
If they 15, 16, 17, 18, they get their jobs and buy their clothes their own self. If I don't have the money.
Okay, we're going to take a break. Well, And when we come back, you see, we sent our guests out yesterday and let everyone choose what they thought was the perfect outfit for a little girl. Well, we're going to see what they chose in a few minutes. And then next, we'll tell you what you should do if you and your daughter just can't agree on how she should dress. Please don't go away.
Guests of the Jerry Springer Show stay at the elegant Midland Hotel in the heart of downtown Chicago, where guests enjoy a complimentary lavish breakfast buffet and attentive personal service.
You can see what we're dealing with here, Doctor, because there's really the concern that the wrong values are being instilled on a child with such emphasis is put on clothing.
Right. And they're your values, and so they're all right, but they may not be all right for society, because when you are dressing children as little sex objects, they learn to become little sex objects.
Thank you. Thank you.
But if that's what you value, that's what you value. Society can't handle females as sex objects. We need astronauts, physicians. We need more than sex objects for 53% of the population.
They're not sex objects.
Well, they're going to learn. But listen, what you're dealing with is your girls want to play dress up. They're 5 and 6. That's what they're into. Let them play that. Now, there's a time we just make them believe. But the other thing that all of you said was when they're 18, they're going to make choices. And I'm going to say something really probably outrageous. 2-year-olds make choices. Let the girls develop their own values within which T-shirt do you want to wear today, Kanisha?
Let me pursue that. Does that happen at home? Does she say, I'd rather wear something else? Or do you lay out the clothing and say, this is what you're wearing today?
They have lots of clothes. Whatever I lay out, they put on. They don't want to put that on, I let them pick something else.
Okay. But I mean, if they go to the store and they just want to wear jeans like everybody else.
They have jeans.
With Melanie's always made up her own mind. Melanie's been Melanie since Melanie was 5. I have not picked her clothes out. I learned a long time ago. If you pick something out, she doesn't like it, she's not going to wear it. And the hard part is right now is that she's not in girls' clothes. Girls' clothes go up to 14. She's entered preteen clothes. And where does a 10-year-old fit in when you're out of little girls' clothes, you're out of the Winnie the Pooh stuff, and all of a sudden you're into the bustiers and the big girl clothes? There is no intermediate clothes.
It's a tough age to be, right.
First of all, I want to say I sympathize with this man right here. And
You're a guy.
And then I want to ask the ladies a hypothetical question. God forbid if one of your children were molested, would that then change your mind on how you'd want them to dress?
No, it won't.
Why are they going to get molested? Because they're just dressed pretty?
Yeah.
You know, what are you supposed to do?
You can wear a dress with ruffles. Is that person going to get molested?
As I said before, if she does overexceed her look of how she's maturing as a girl, that can also send the wrong message to a guy. And I know as a young age, when I was a boy, I used to love seeing them the way they did. You know, they were great. Now I can't see because I have a daughter. You know, when I was in school. When I was in school, seeing them at that young age, at my age, you got me going now.
I know. You're standing there. I love seeing them. What are you talking about?
In school, I seen them as they in tight jeans.
He loves seeing them.
Well, that's when I was
until it comes to your own daughter.
And then when it comes, well, that's speaking from experience. Well, it's traditionally like that. The fathers, which are the greatest runarounds, are the most protective of their daughters because they worry, oh my gosh, I know what guys are like.
Right.
To all 3 mothers, do you have any concern that you're endangering your daughters and that it may have some detriments behind the way you're dressing them?
No, because when my daughter was 3 months, I dressed her like that. I'm from Miami, and that's all Miami clothes really basically have.
But in Miami, they also have clothes that a 2-year-old is supposed to wear.
No,
because
a 2-year-old is supposed to wear what her mother puts her on.
I have 3 daughters of my own, and I dress them the way a little girl is supposed to be dressed.
But that's your daughter.
That's your daughter.
My daughter just doesn't.
Okay, I have a 2-year-old daughter.
And I agree with you. My daughter, you know, every once in a while I'll take her out and I'll dress her up, you know, a little bit older, you know, the quilted jacket, the quilted shorts. But with you, you come out with your long skirt and your long shirt. How come you didn't come out with tiny shorts like you did with your little girl?
I just had a baby, and if I fit it, I'll wear it.
I just had a baby, too. And
well, once I get my size to fit it, I'll wear it.
Okay.
We'll all be dressed alike.
All right.
Okay, we're going to take a break while we all change our clothing. Where am I? Here we are. Well, what kind of clothing would you like to see Ashley and Brandeis and Melanie in? Well, when we return, they're going to be back to model the clothing that the grown-ups chose for them. And you're not going to believe your eyes. Don't go away.
Tomorrow, Angel told Jerry she was born a boy but always felt like a girl. Well, Angel's back to update us on what she's doing to become a woman tomorrow on Springer.
Welcome back. I'm Jerry Springer. We've certainly seen that different people have different ideas about what little girls should be wearing. So we decided to send everyone out to choose what they thought was the perfect outfit for a little girl. Now, Winona has already told us that she purposely chooses clothes that make her 5- and 6-year-old daughters look older, which bothers her mother. Now, here's what Grandma, Yvonne, chose for them when she went shopping. And we can take a look at... Okay, now let's see Brandis and Ashley wearing the clothing that their mom picked out. Come on out, girls. Okay, and now let's take a look at a before and after. We got it? Do you have the before and after on the screens? Yes. Okay, girls, if you will have a seat, you look just beautiful. Okay, now you're going to take a seat.
Jerry,
Yes.
where are they going, to school or to the club?
Well,
Aren't you worried about when they're 14, 15 years old and guys that are 20, 21 want to take your daughters out on dates? Aren't you afraid, like, what these guys might want to do with your daughters?
We're women. We've been through it.
and what's that like?
Well, you've got to teach them the right values and the right morals, and as long as she has that, she'll take that with her anywhere.
Okay.
I have 2 questions. One for the mother. That when a child is dressing when you dress a certain way, it takes on a certain attitude. I just couldn't see them taking on a childlike attitude dressed the way that they are.
They can't.
It's no way.
So, come on. Go ahead, Mom. Go ahead, Mom. You want to answer that?
They don't have attitudes.
She can't see the attitudes.
Well, maybe at the age of 6, they don't. But I guess what you mean by attitude is that they feel superior to other kids their age. Does that happen? You notice any of that? I don't want to play with them. Look, you know, they're not as wealthy as we are, or they're... You worried that they could become snobs by dressing so well?
Didn't the teacher tell you?
She's come home from school and said she don't have any friends. But I went to the school and her teacher said she has lots of friends.
But didn't the teacher tell you not to dress her like that before?
You like it, right?
No.
You don't like this?
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Wait, we're not going to have a revolution here. Why? You see how the audience... Why don't you like what you're wearing?
You look pretty.
No, let her answer. What you honestly feel. I mean, by the way, there's no wrong answer here. Whatever you feel is what you're allowed to say, okay? You're not getting punished. We want to know the truth. What do you feel like when you wear it? Would you rather be wearing something else?
Yeah.
What
would you rather be wearing? Is it when you see the other kids at school, would you rather be dressing like them?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if you dressed more like them, some of the kids would be more friendly to you?
Yes.
Maybe she'd feel more comfortable, too.
Okay,
dressing
Mom.
like the kids.
Mom, when she says that, which is what I guess a lot of us are feeling, wouldn't that be more than anything we say on this show, certainly more than anything I would say, more than what anybody tells you, if she says, Mom, I feel more comfortable dressing like the other kids, I'd rather not dress up, wouldn't that be the last time you ever do that? Then say, sure, of course, honey. If you're happy wearing that, wear that.
She has lots of clothes. She wear what she want to wear.
No, but I'm talking about being the clothing that you pick out. I mean, you said yourself that you go and you pick out really, you know, nice stuff. She'd rather
But they
dress,
be with me.
She'd rather just wear what the other kids wear, wouldn't
She has shorts, sweatshirts, jeans, tennis shoes, boots. She wears them.
Okay. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to see how Melanie looks in the clothing she chose versus the clothing Dad picked. The War of the Threads. We'll be right back.
For your free tickets to the Jerry Springer Show in Chicago, write Jerry Springer, Tickets, Post Office Box 4115, Chicago, Illinois, 60654, or call 312-321-5365.
Welcome back. Now, remember 10-year-old Melanie's frustration because her dad wanted her to wear everything baggy, but she likes her clothes to be really tight. Well, here is a shot we took earlier of Melanie wearing an outfit her dad chose for her. Dad, you're such a square. Okay, now let's look at the outfit that Melanie chose for herself. Bring her out, Melanie. Stand right there, Melanie. Just stand right there while we get the dust shot. Okay. Got it? Do we have it before and after? Okay, there it is, before and after. Looks, my hand's in the way. All right, there we go. Okay, Melanie, you can have a seat now. You're very pretty. All right.
I'll tell you what, Jerry, you're
Yes.
not going to lose no money on this dress because it's going bad. That's a little bit outrageous. I cannot see a 10-year-old wearing that. Now,
Dad, the audience agree?
at this look, how old do you think she looks? Seriously.
Well, I mean,
18.
Who thinks, does anyone here think she looks 10?
No.
Melanie, what do you have to say? Let's hear from Melanie. You like the outfit? Well, obviously you like it. You picked it out.
Yeah, I like it. But I think girls should wear what they want to wear instead of, like, listening to their dads or moms. But if you want to get grounded out, listen to them.
Oh, okay. Well, you know,
it's
Melanie.
not that rough, but
Yeah.
still, this is outrageous. This is too much.
The thing that's outrageous is this is her size. Now,
And this is their size.
No, I'm not saying that. I mean, this is her size.
So you don't buy a
She
dress,
does
you
not
get her
fit
jeans.
into Kids R Us or whatever they are, other clothes. This is
what?
from the Junior
Wait, hold on.
Misses.
Okay,
This
hold
is
on.
Junior Misses right here.
I believe that everyone's coming down hard on the parents who allow their kids to wear what they think looks nice on them. And who says that just because the kids want to wear what looks nice on them and it might be after 5 wear, that they can't wear it because men can't control their hormones? That's not right either. And I think that these parents are doing a good job. Now, if these kids were out robbing, stealing for these things, or they were wearing things like showing their body off, and that's not a tight dress. That's a nice dress and she shouldn't have it on, but that's not a, tight dress on her. It doesn't show her figure. So I think it's nice.
Good question.
Earlier, go ahead. Well, she makes a point. She's saying,
good question. That's perfect. But as we talked before, how are these girls going to dress when they get older? Are they going to show anything at all? Are they just going to have a piece of tape across their chest? Are they, how much further are you going to go?
Yeah, but let's be honest. We've all survived our clothing. In our generation, we used to wear our hair and do things that our parents didn't like, and we didn't all grow up
It
to be
wasn't all revealing either.
This is for the mother of the 2 young girls. You stated earlier that when you get your size down to what you want, that you will wear those things. They make those things in your size too. If you're exploiting them, why not exploit yourself?
Well, when I want to, I will. When I'm ready to wear them, I'll wear them. And these are my kids. I put on what I want to put on them. When I'm ready to wear what they got on, I'll wear them.
Okay, what?
You're wearing the long skirt and the long shirt.
This is what I picked out to wear.
5 and 6-year-olds. Why not exploit yourself? You're old enough to wear those things. Like I said, they make them in your size. Exploit yourself.
When I'm ready to wear it, I will.
Exploit yourself. You said you're going to get your size back down. What does your size have to do with wearing those things? They make them in all sizes.
I know they do, but when I'm ready to put it on, I will.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Let me take this opportunity to thank all our guests for being with us. You are all charming people, and regardless of what we think about clothing or whatever, you're all good parents, good kids, good luck to you. You know, you buy or make dolls, you don't give birth to them. No, those cute little things that are born, they're children, to be raised, nurtured, and cared for. They are not toys for parents to dress up, to play with, or to be an extension of one's own personality. And the danger here is not that these kids who are dressed well beyond their years are being abused, but rather simply used to fulfill the fantasies, needs, fashions, and tastes of their parents. I guess the positive strokes that come with having the fanciest car on the block or the biggest house can also come with the sharpest looking, hippest kid. And however cute or satisfying that might be for the parent, the reality is the child can pick up the wrong lesson. That you are what you look like, particularly women. And hey, girls, the sexier you dress, the more you'll be noticed and liked. And don't worry about working hard. Success is only a shopping mall away. Of course, that's not the lesson parents intend to teach, but it can be the lesson the child inevitably learns. The fact is, skin-tight, skimpy dresses on very young girls don't necessarily reveal too much of the child, but they can reveal too much of the parent. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.